Yes. Yes. New York, Jersey, Connecticut, what's going on? Let me tell you something. Shout out to Nessa. Nessa gave me some amazing words. She reminded me of one thing is, this is our last time doing this at this time, crossing over into the next show at this time. So special. New York City, Nessa keeps my musical energy up. It's very important, the person you come on after that gives you that energy. So, I've been so many places mentally over the last couple days. But New York, I gotta be honest with you. As I was putting my songs together and listening to all the things, I don't know. I know I've been doing 7 over 20 years. But then I've had other shows where I was on the weekend, I was late night. So I'm not sure how long we've been doing the 7 o'clock thing. Rest in peace to Steve Smith. And Judy Ellis, who's not rest in peace to Judy, of course. Shout out to Judy Ellis. Rest in peace to Steve Smith. Because Steve Smith was the one who put me on every day. I used to just be on Friday night and Saturday night. I'm going to tell a lot of stories tonight. Some you're going to like, and some people are not going to like. Some of the stories that I tell that I've experienced in this building over the years, but I'm going to tell them because this is going to be the only night I do tell them. So I'm going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to tell a lot of stories, a lot of truths, fix up a lot of false information. And then Steve Smith came to me, and, I know this is going to be a weird thank you, but, Wendy Williams was here at Hot 97. Shout to her. She's a little I learned a lot from her, so much from her, and I also, like anyone else, we used to bump heads sometime, but I always understood my position that Wendy Williams was the queen and still is New York. So Wendy Williams had gotten into something with management at the time, and this will probably be a story I tell later. And Angie Martinez got moved to, I don't remember. She went up to afternoons, and Angie was 6 to 10. And Angie did some legendary 6 to 10 nights here on this station, legendary. And she moved to afternoons, and I moved to nights. And me and Angie didn't have a contract. I remember Steve saying, we'll try it for a couple months, and we'll see if it works. So that's how the 7 p.m. thing came about. They didn't hire me to do 7 p.m. Their star player, that was Wendy Williams, and them had a situation. They moved down. Shout out to my man Kev. So that's just a little bit of some of the truths I'm going to tell tonight. So let me do this right. New York City, you listen to me. If you're near a convenience store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason.
Flex. What the hell?
Their money is your money, as of right now. No funny music tonight. Nothing that's on the playlist. No trap. Nothing commercial. 5 hours of how this station originated, how this show originated. Let's go. Oh, New York City, I'm in rare form. Not too much talking tonight. I'm going to get the joints on fast. I'm still nice on this set, in case you're unclear. Oh, this is feeling crazy.
Turn the party out.
Last 7 o'clock Funk Flex show ever. I'll let you know where I'm going soon. Don't act like I'm not on fire. Don't act like I'm not on fire. Don't do that, New York. Get your faces all right. Get it right. Don't act like I'm not on fire. Don't act like I'm not taking you to a moment in time. Don't act like I'm not the greatest to ever do it. I'm not Jordan on the Wizards. I'm Jordan on my last year with the Bulls. Understand what I am right here in New York, okay? The final 7 p.m. show. I don't know, in a couple minutes, I'm going to let you know what I'm doing. Maybe. In a couple minutes. Funk Flex, at Funk Flex right now. If you're listening from afar, download the Lit Digital DJs app and you can listen wherever you are. I'm playing 5 hours of hip-hop. Please understand what I'm doing up here. New York City, that boom bap sound sounds so clean and amazing. I'm not playing nothing 70 beats per minute today. Sexy Red canceled. Future canceled tonight. Spazzo! DJ Spazzo's in the building. Top Boogie's up here. Okay, we are here. AZ, what's going on? Tat Wizard, what's going on? New York City, when these songs was out, I'm not even going to say the word boom bap again tonight. We just in an era. This is that early Hot 97 energy. That early 7 p.m. energy. Last 7 p.m. show ever. Don't worry, I'm going to let you know what I'm doing in a little while. Let's just stay focused. Don't worry. Now, I know. I'm going to talk about TMZ. Give me a little while. Let me do what I do, New York. New York City, I was always that dude. No matter who was on any station in New York and whatever was going on, I was always that dude. Always the best of the pile. Even when this was out. Let's go. You know what it is. Funk Flex. Oh! Disrespect will be at a high level tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure the volume is high on that, Ty. New York City, hold on. Hold on. Shout to Nessa, of course. So New York, Jersey, Connecticut. We're gonna play something. But Tad, if I tell you to cut it off, oh, hold on. Let me get the bucket hat. Hold on, Trent. Let me make sure. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I got that from Top Boogie. My bucket hat's on. All right, yes. Yeah, they see me. Okay, Ty, you see it? Trent, you see it? Let me adjust it. Right, there we go. Let me make sure. Only thing about the bucket is sometimes you got to make sure that it's not covering your ear over the headphones. That's the only thing. So, okay, listen. So, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, I'm going to play something that'll explain everything. Rest in peace to Steve Smith. Shout to Tracy Clority. Shout to Ebro. Shout to John Demick. Shout to Jill Strata. Shout to the people that I didn't get to work with, Cadillac Jack. Shout to my man Pio. I did get to work with Pio. Listen. Listen, shout to Will Caldwell. I know you came at an aggressive month. Don't worry, don't leave us. We got a little bananas. For a second, Will. It's okay. I know you in Miami. You could have stayed. You like, I came up here in this nut house. I know, man. I know exactly. Shout to Will Caldwell, consultant. I know. Katrina, I know you got a new position and it was frantic this week. I know. I feel I'm ashamed of myself. All right, don't tap. Let it go.
Attention.
Coming to Hot 97. Start tomorrow.
Attention.
The Lit Digital DJ Funk Flex has a new time. Hold up, shut it down.
Attention.
5 p.m., that's right. While you in traffic, Funk Flex is giving you that day Pick your top 5 songs from your playlist, and I'm gonna play it. Ladies, I'm gonna have you wiggling in that traffic. Funk Flex, super producer Tad Wizard, we ready. New time.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Funk Flex Day Party starts at 5 p.m. Yes, 6 o'clock. The mix at 6, Hot 9 at 7. Takeover at 9 p.m. Celebrate your birthday. New joints, exclusives, and me talking crazy. And guess what? Albert said I could go to 11 p.m. That's 6 hours.
Let's go.
The biggest day party in America. It all goes down tomorrow.
What did I miss?
You're not gonna miss nothing if you tune in at 5 o'clock, baby. Funk Flex. What we doing, dog?
He's on fire.
New York, Jersey, Connecticut. After this last 7 p.m. show, I'm going to be on 6 hours a day. Never done in this city before. 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. So in actually, there was a little error on TMZ. Look, listen to me. This city ain't going to be the same. 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's 6 hours. 6. Not 5. Not 4. Nothing but day party energy. Tomorrow is going to be my first day. You know what it is. We are not playing out here. I'm playing for keeps. All the marbles. Hit that one more time and then let's go. We're going to pace a couple things. Let's go. Tap from the top. Oh. This will be my final show. At 7 o'clock, so we play nothing but boom bap hip hop energy. Understand it, okay? Amazing day. Oh! Starting tomorrow, I will be on from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's 6 hours. 6. Never been done before. 6 hours. Starting tomorrow, 5 o'clock. We have to move things up. Me and Nessa want to get home earlier. New York City. New York City. New York City. Now listen to me. I told you, right? You told you what I'm doing, right? I told you what we're doing. I just got a call. This is great. I just got a call for our CO, Albert, and from Cujo. They have given me permission. They have given me permission. Permission to do this show once a year, right here, Labor Day Monday, so we always remember 7 o'clock. You see where this is going? Once a year, I'm going to play 5 hours of nothing but hip-hop. Listen, we got 4 hours and 10 minutes left. Trust me, I'm stacked. Shout to Stretch and Barbito. Future Flavors. Marley Marl, Pete Rock. Pete Rock, stop it. You know what, New York City? And I'm going to tell my other story in a little while. I ain't forget TMZ. I ain't forget. I'm going to tell my story in a little while, okay? But as I come across things, I'm going to touch it. Pete Rock, you know I love you. Stop it, okay? I've known you a very long time. We had a run-in. We fixed that up. Spaz always comes around with the feeling somebody might get torn down. DJ Spazzo's here. Of course, DJ Top Boogie's in the building. All right, shout out to my man Bobby Trends. Also, you know, rest in peace to a lot of people who didn't make it with us. Rest in peace to my man Big Cap. I love you. I miss you. Mr. C. Bobby J, that was my partner when I was doing the all the street team stuff. You know, he passed away as well. Frankie Jigger, I miss you. You know, we've lost a lot of people, but we're here, and we're gonna celebrate. You know, we're gonna. I posted the old logo because you know we're gonna tell some good stories and some bad stories. I got some good and bad stories for myself, you know, that I'm gonna share, and we're gonna have a good time. All right. So like I told you, tomorrow's gonna be my first day at 5 o'clock. Shout out to my man Cool DJ Red Alert, who was the originator of doing the 5 o'clock mix. I'm just giving you history, New York. Matter of fact, shout out to Steve Smith. You know what? I should make story time, and music time, right? Okay, it's not story time now. I'm going to get back to the set. We're going to play some things. Diddy, if you can hear me. Diddy, I see you. I hear you. Okay? I think I just stopped this to say Pete Rock. I shout out to my man Kid Capri. I talked to him yesterday. He talked me off the ledge. Capri was on the plane. What's happening up there? Pete Rock, stop it, man. I love you, man. You know something? I'm going to be honest. After today, because I'm going to argue with a few of my OGs tonight. Definitely on this show, there's going to be no holds barred. There's going to be action and motion. But after tonight, I don't want to argue with my OG, my friends, my people I came up with. I don't want to do that. I don't. But I gotta set everything a little so you have a clear understanding of everything. Because I don't care being the villain. That's nothing. I've been the villain since day one. Okay? But this one, I'm not the villain. Not by far. So let me take this to the top. This is a Pete Rock, stop it. CL Smooth, what's going on? Shout out to Mount Vernon, Westchester. This is a Jeep classic. This? Oh, DJ Omanaya, I know you didn't just text me. I saw you in DJ Enuff's comments. I saw you in DJ Enuff's comments. DJ Omanaya, I saw you in DJ Enuff's comments, and I saw you in Camilo's comments. I know you didn't just text me. We'll talk, though. Nobody's safe tonight. Don't set me off. If we're going to be loved, let's be loved, man. If we not loved, it's okay, man. New York City, I love everybody, man. I just want to be, man, I just want to be transparent. Ooh, I just want to be, you know something, New York? I can't even continue till I get this out of my system. You can go up. I apologize to you, DJ Omanai, because I like you a lot. And you know I like you, and I know you know I got good vibes from you and everything. I like you so much, and I'm going to apologize for my energy I just gave. Look at that. You need real Harlem cats, right, these guys, man? Nothing slides, nothing. I have so much music to play, so I'm going to just get this kind of going. So New York, Jersey, Connecticut. I want to first go back to, hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Just mash the door a little bit, because I'm going to tell her, no, y'all can stay there and keep it going, but I'm going to give a story. So New York, Jersey, Connecticut, because I got set off, right? Is that what it is? You know I love him, man. Joe Manai, I love you, my brother. I love you. I love you, man. I got dark on you, and I apologize. Shout out to Big D, the weatherman. Yeah. What's his name? MU, I see you. Smoothski, I see you. Shout out to Fish. We're making radio great again. So New York, I want to give actually an amazing story. Okay. Several years ago, I used to work at a place, 98.7 KISS. I used to fill in for Cool DJ Red Alert, and that's before, that's before I came to Hot 97. So I filled in for Red for a couple of years, and I was very grateful, still am. It relaunched my career. I got fired from BLS. Notice I used the word fired. I got fired from BLS, and where I used to be with Chuck Chill Out on the weekend, and I used to play the rap records. And Red Alert brings me to Kiss FM. I'm opening for him. We're in the clubs. He takes a liking to me. And I need to explain something to you that's very important that you may not understand is, you know, like me and Enuff, Red and Chuck were competitive, but friends. And the fact that Red Alert took me in his camp knowing I belonged to someone else's camp was a big deal for me. That was a very big sign of trust. And New York, Red Alert, he put on Clark Kent. He was very instrumental in Kid Capri's career, very instrumental in Sammy B's DJ career from the Jungle Brothers. He broke countless artists, Tribe Called Quest, Queen Latifah, Taylor, all those things, man. And I got a call from Hot 97. And when I took that job, DJ Enuff replaced me with, Red Alert replaced me with DJ Enuff. And I remember Red saying, it was, you know, Ace, DJ Ace, you may not know this from Brooklyn, but it was between DJ Ace and DJ Enuff. That's who Red liked. And if you know Red Alert, you know me and Enuff are similar personalities. Like, we're similar, like, in terms of, like, how we rock and we move. And at the time, you know, Clark Kent, Kid Capri, they're owning it. The king was always Red Alert. We were all fighting for second and third. Okay, I want to make sure I do the landscape right. You know, Clark Kent was extremely powerful. Kid Capri, extremely powerful, extremely great DJs. I studied them and to their technique. Then we fast forward, so I come to Hot 97, and Red Alert gives Enuff a try, but we're all friends, but we're a little unit. Red Alert, DJ Enuff, Funk Flex, we're a unit. And we're rocking together. Even though separate stations, I think me and Enuff used to be on against each other. He was at Kiss, I was at Hot. You know, we had a good time. And Red Alert comes to Hot 97, he's doing the 5 o'clock mix. And Enuff comes a little bit after because they buy Kiss FM. So at some point, Red Alert, Funk Flex, Funk Master Flex, and Enuff are in the same building. Now it's a tricky story. What's the best way to put it, man? We always had a good time, and Red was our leader. And I have to tell the story, and I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. So Enuff's having a good time, we having a good time, and Wendy Williams and Angie have a situation where they're not in a good space. And when Angie takes over afternoons, Cool DJ Red Alert is the DJ. But with the Wendy thing getting a little bit hairy and Angie and Wendy not having good vibes, Red Alert was kind of no longer wanted. I'm keeping it a buck of the history because it's my last 7 o'clock show, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know, she wasn't really open arms to Red. Angie, don't get mad at me. She wasn't open arms to Red anymore, and I understand why, because if her and Wendy are having friction and it's Red, I get it. And I don't remember the year, he's doing 5 o'clock. Enuff being the good guy that he is, and good energy, I think he was doing the midnight run. I don't remember. He was doing like 12 midnight on Saturday.
Maybe the morning show.
Oh, he was on the morning show.
Yeah.
And some way, somehow, and Amos, don't get mad at me. Amos Broadcasting at the time was trying to fire Red Alert, I think the week his mother died. And I went in the back and I spoke to Judy Ellis. I said, Red go, I'll go. And me and Enuff and Angie, we never talked about what was going on, but I knew what was happening. And I love Enuff. And you know, he was hanging out with Angie in the studio. And nothing wrong with that while Red's DJing. And it was on your hours. I get it. It's moving, whatever. I do a ski trip. I left my bag up here. I come see Red Alert. They fired me today. Angie and Enuff went on vacation that day. So they couldn't even face him face to face. I disagree with that, but I understand what was going on. Me and Enuff ain't talked for 5 years. I understand his point, though, and I understand Angie, and I ate it. I didn't 100% agree with it because I feel like if we come from a camp, you know, so when we use the word brotherhood, I want to make sure we're using it right. Red Alert gets let go. It was an issue to me, but I forgave because I love him and I love Enuff. And it took me a little while to forgive. And Angie pulled us in the room several years later and said, you know, y'all just need to talk about it. I was honest with him. He was honest with me. Great energy. Still is, New York. Just so you know, I still love him like a brother. Because I'm going to tell you something. I watched him on TMZ and I saw them bait him. No, TMZ or people in the street can't make me hate my brother. Because when you lead somebody with the questions, plus I know exactly who sent the camera down and I know exactly the publicist that handled all of that, and the person that arranged that used to work here. So I understand the movement. I understand. Because what the headline says is not what he said. So, but I want to make sure we talk, because we use the word brotherhood. Now, we're rocking and rolling. We move on. We're at this 5 o'clock thing. Red Alert is no longer here. My guy Enuff, he's doing, I get it. We piece up. You know, that's what he always says. Sometimes we get along, we don't. But, you know, me and him is always back to back. And I'm never going to let my brother fall. So I'm going to go part 2 to another story. My brother calls me. Flex, I need to talk to you. Papa, you know how you talk. That's my guy. He says, I need to talk. He says, Enuff. Mm-hmm. I'm always, you know, we always going to move together. So when Angie leaves, Flex, don't let me fall. Don't let this go left. Fam, it's me and you till the end. Even though you jugged my man, you jugged him. You Brooklyn cats. You jugged him. But I understood in the whole thing. Angie, you jugged them too. Angie, you know I love you, but you jugged them. Okay, but here we go. My guy comes to me and says, yo, Flex, this guy wants to take my 5 o'clock spot. He says, hey, man. The guy tells me, he asks him, where would you like to be in the next couple years? I want to do 5 o'clock. So the guy that wants to, let me refer to him as snake number 1. Because there's 2. I'm gonna get to snake 1 and snake 2, but let me stay at snake 1. A guy he put on. Mm-hmm. I call him. Why would you say that to Enuff? What possessed you? He asked me what time slot, what I wanted. I'm not saying that ever happened, New York. I'm just telling you in this particular situation. And you know who I'm talking to. You, sir, know that conversation. Not only did I say to him, don't you ever in your life say that to Enuff again. On the phone, I said it to you. Never say that. And you know me and your relationship changed after that day. Because I saw you were a snake. He put you on, and that's what you felt you needed to do. I talked to my guy. We moved past it. I get it. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But when your number two guy is already plotting on you from years early on what he wants to do with your slot, that's not a trustworthy person. Because New York, Jersey, Connecticut, and I'll say it with my team in the room, if they ever, anyone on my team, ever stepped on Enuff, we would have fist fought in the room. It wouldn't have happened. Would not have happened. That's brotherhood and loyalty. When King Brother needs help or positioning or parties or bookings or whatever it is. New York City, I'm full of a room with Trends, a Cap, when he used to be here, rest in peace, Ty Boogie, AZ, Spazzo, Triple Threat, James Tat. They all help me with my music. They never gonna make me fall. When my mother died, Trends call me all the time. I'm gonna keep it so wild a buck today. Trends call me, Joe Jackson call me all the time, and TT Torres call me all the time. When my mother died and I couldn't get out of bed, my team helped me. Now I'm not saying who helps who. I'm just at a situation that I know I had two conversations with two people, since we're using the word brotherhood, about somebody trying to step on my man for his shift. Since we're using the word brotherhood, I see through you. I see through that type of energy. New York City, we're going to fast forward. That happens. All right. Or it doesn't happen. I don't know. Whatever that is. Since we're using the word brotherhood. Then we get to he moves to another slot. Miraculously, in some way, somebody steps on him up there. Your own team is supposed to help you with your show, not take it from you with a smile or tell you thanks for passing the torch in your face. That's not what we do up here. So, back to my brother who I love. TMZ could never twist me up to flip on my guy. I love him to death. Y'all could change words, do words, whatever. And you other two, snake number one, snake number two, hiding so far in the cut. So far. So far.
Deep in that grass.
But want those shows. Sometimes people never have any intent to help you. Sometimes people have intent to help you into the grave. And I know how to read that. So New York City, Jersey, Connecticut, I would never have anything to do, not just my brother. I would have nothing to do with anyone being fired or no longer here. You know why? I'm too hot. New York City, I got to be honest. There ain't even been a person that came on. Let me break it down for you, New York. There ain't even been a person that came on the other station that been able to beat me. Clue, I love you. Because I don't want none of this. People like the tours. I'm just saying that station. I'm not saying you, Clue. I'm just saying that station has not been able to beat me. Why would I be worried about anybody in here? Why would I feel that anybody should not be here? I don't believe in that. I don't influence that. I don't need to. I like to grind. Listen, E grinds too. Everybody grinds. And this is a conversation that's rough, but I want to make sure I gave you the pieces that you know that I spoke to all parties. And when it was happening to Enuff for the second time with the 2 o'clock shift, I had a conversation with Enuff again. Did he call you? I said, did he tell you? I see you guys. You know why I see you guys too? You guys never make eye contact with me because you know I know. Because you know I know. Oh, Manai, I'm sorry. I love you, bro. I do, man. But it made me think of that. It made me, I said, you know what? Let me just have this conversation. And you know something? I want to recap this with, I held no malice with my guy Enuff with the Red Alert situation. I love both of them. I hold no malice with this situation. I get it. And I know his heart hurt. I don't like to see him like that. I don't think your team should have allowed you to show you sometimes like that in vulnerable moments in your last show. I don't think that was good. I think that should have moved on. I don't think that should have been put out there, but it did. So, you know, I didn't think that was a good thing. But that's, you know, that you are my guy for life. I love you. I would never do anything like that to you. I think deep down you know that. I'm not blaming it on anyone else. All I'm just saying is when you put DJs on, they're always supposed to prop you up and help you. They're not supposed to take your shifts and smile and give dumb jokes and dumb looks. Because let me tell you something, New York, about DJ Enuff. He is the originator of putting the line at those Spanish clubs around the block. There would be no Spanish hip-hop parties without DJ Enuff. He is the originator of it. He's the originator of doing 2 or 3 bookings a night, moving around, doing his thing. Somewhere between there and now, that was no longer there for him. Nobody threw him a booking with bones, or nobody threw him bookings, nobody threw him nothing, anything. So, everybody, you know, listen. Use the word snake, whatever you want to do. You can use all those words, but that when you use that snake in brotherhood, and my brother, I love you. The people who snaked you, man, was in that video on your goodbye. The people who snaked you were standing outside when you was with TMZ with you. They were standing with you, my brother. You go back to that video and you really look at their faces. So now, this sounds crazy on the radio. Nas, I was never mad at you when you spazzed on me. I love you, Nas. I love you, man. I love everything you put down in this game. After today, I'm not commenting on OGs no more, man. At all. Joe IE, what's cracking? I see you, my brother. Peanuts, what up? Nick Scalisi, I see you. Fish, we making radio great again and the concerts great again. Enuff, I love you forever. Okay? Stop sticking the camera in my man's face. Okay? Fat fingers, stop looking like security on camera, man. I saw you, Fat Fingers. You know I love you, man. Yo, I was watching Fat Fingers' face. He didn't know what he got into until it started moving. He was like, oh man. Stop making me the bad guy. Stop making me the bad. You know who the bad guy is. You know who the bad guy is. I love y'all too. You remember when they fired Mr. C, right? You remember when they fired Cypher Sounds? They fired Big Dennis. I mean, I didn't get crazy. I mean, we just, you know what we gonna do? Yeah. Nas, classic. I'm on at 5 o'clock tomorrow in New York. Wow, let's go! New York City, I'm gonna tell you what I miss the most about doing this. I remember when I first came through, you threw the instrumental on first, you dacked that for a minute, then you throw on the vocal. You can't even do that with some of them new goofy records that are out now. Shout to Albert Rodriguez. Shout to Nessa. Nessa, I love you. I'm gonna tell you something. Nessa talked me off the ledge often. I mean, I don't know how many people she's probably saved, probably 10 to 20 people since she's been here talking me off the ledge to not, go too crazy. Shout to Snake number 1 and Snake number 2, okay? And I know what Snake number 1 and Snake number 2 thought. Oh, we gonna work on Flex next. New York City, Jersey, Connecticut. In about a half hour, I'm gonna share a plot. P-L-O-T, a plot. Now I'm cooking. You know what it is? Funk Flex. One night only. We playing nothing but hip hop. Boom bap. I said I wasn't gonna say that no more. I'm the king of this thing right here. Don't forget tomorrow I start at 5 o'clock. You seen the stir I made. You see what it is. Everybody knows what's going down tomorrow. I got exactly 6 hours on the radio every night starting tomorrow night. I'm the greatest. That's me. I'm like Jackie Gleason in these streets. I might kill him out here. New York City, let's f***ing go. That's right, Ted Smooth. Snake number 1 and Snake number 2 snaked our guy. He wanted his life so bad. I got it from here, though. Rest in peace to Mr. Magic Marley Marl. Shout out to my man Cool DJ Red Alert. Shout out to Chuck Chill Out. Shout out to the Awesome 2. Ralph McDaniels, what's going on? Shout out to my man Cypher Sounds, who always used to play that in the tunnel. Back to Snake number 1 and Snake number 2. Let's go to Snake number 2 for a second. See, New York City. Rest in peace to Mr. C. And somebody just reminded me of this story. See, Snake number 2, right? I remember Mr. C coming to me. Rest in peace. Yo, Flex, we should make Snake number 2 a pit bull or he's going to do something else. I said, see, anybody that gives you an ultimatum like that, you should watch. And he also was a snake to our guy, which he doesn't mention at all. So I never liked him because he always gave me snake vibes. Then he got next to my guy, and I had to freeze. Nothing more I could say, and I let it happen. So Snake number 2 used to always call the clubs like Webster Hall and put himself on the bill.
You didn't talk anybody out of it?
Nah, because Cypher called me. And I said, Cypher, he's a snake. He can't do that, and he won't be on those parties with me. Calling behind my back. You see, New York, some people take protecting your ground as hate. Some people take what you work and earn and not allowing them to have it as hate because they want to make you feel guilty to give up what you have. But that's not my thing. Because New York, it's funny how people say that I make things move up here or hire and fire. My team, we always waited out our turn.
Super.
Always. Spazzo, Trends, Cypher. When Cypher got fired, I didn't see nobody jumping up and down from any teams. When Mr. C was let go, I didn't see any teams jumping up and down. When Big Dennis, and I didn't expect them to, and I respected that. Yeah. We operate amongst ourselves. That's what we do. And a lot of people do. But Snake number 2, he's a different type. You see, New York City, the snakes that I'm describing, 1 and 2, they'll smile with you all day, but they go tell your bosses something else. Or, Flex doesn't really get all the things new. I get them. Why should Flex have all that time? I'm next. I've been promised a lot of things I've never received. That's not my problem. And you guys don't like me because I don't let your snake energy get to me. You see, New York, I'm going to tell you something else about snakes 1 and 2. Man, they love the authorities. They love the authorities. Entitlement is a very hard thing, New York. It's a terrible thing. New York, I am here this amount of years, and when I say here, I don't mean at Hot 97. I mean doing this. Because I can read a snake a million miles away. Let me tell you something. Cool DJ Red Alert and Chuck Chill Out are snake detectors. Those guys. That's where I learned that from. They can spot a snake a mile away. Because people now, they want to get close to you to snake you. And, so snake number 2. You went all the way. The tears, crying. I was like, wow. Wow. Crying, but looking around to see who sees him crying. That video was so important. Crying is crazy. Because you know something? It's funny. It's actually not. Snake number 1 is bad. He looks in your eyes and shakes your hand. He's bad. I like them a lot. I gotta be honest. I still do. It's just, sometimes people don't acknowledge their energy. Sometimes people do things out of desperation. Because I watched him on an interview once. And he was talking about Enuff. Yeah, I used to go to Miami and he had all the parties and we had none of them. And we used to just sit around and look at him. I didn't know him yet. Yeah. I didn't go to E. I went to E's Man and he gave me a shot. Really? The movement. But New York City, I won't bore you anymore with snake number 1 and snake number 2. They're the ones moving around the least, saying the least, the closest to them. There's not even a number 3. It's just 2 of them. There was a mini 3. It was a mini, in the making. In the making. Oh, let's stop that right there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Anyway, so Cypher Sounds used to play this in the tunnel, and I believe it was off of a Clue tape. And this is before DMX had Get At Me Dog. And I think it's just him and Chic. And, I'm going to tell a lock story, New York City. And this is not to change anything of anything. When this freestyle at the time, Jadakiss, Styles, and Chic are amazing. But at this particular time, Jadakiss had not come into his own yet. And, every group has a star. I mean, they're all stars. I don't know if they're all stars. But I'm just saying at this time, Chic was the focus because that's who we kind of knew before Jadakiss came into his own. Right? So this is why this song was a big deal because the dog was on with Sheik, and Sheik was already hot. So, shout to Yonkers, Wyo, Irv Gotti, rest in peace. I'm so tired of these rest in peace shouts. I remember Irv coming to me and telling me, before I talk about Irv Gotti, Chris Gotti, why don't you sit down?
Damn.
Chris Gotti, why don't you let Irv Gotti's coffin cool off? Please, Chris Gotti, I love you. And us, from our age demographic, sometimes we got to say the truth. I do not feel comfortable, Chris. You're on those interviews. I didn't see you telling them when Irv was out, man. And I love you, Chris. You know, like, I don't know what happens, man. Sometimes we got to stop for the clicks. I mean, listen. I said it's my last show for the clicks. So, I mean, I did do it. But I'm not taking anybody else's information. Mm-hmm. I don't know what your family dynamics is with Irv Gotti. And Chris, yes, I always saw you around. It just feels weird, bro. You telling those stories, and I don't want to get into your family business, my brother. It just feels, I don't know, man. It doesn't give me good energy. It just doesn't, my brother. I hope I didn't offend you tonight. Maybe because I was talking about Irv Gotti. I'm going to tell you something else, Chris. Watching you talking with Dame Dash about Irv, you know Dame ain't like Irv. And I don't want to use the word like. I don't know. Dame doesn't like anybody. I don't. And I hope I'm not. I don't want to be a chatty patty right now. So let me. I don't like what you're doing either. I'm going to keep it a buck. I love you. And I just, man, because I'm playing all these songs and from the era and I get it. And I just see you different from that. And I don't. We should salute Cam. He made something great that he's doing. He's making it happen, made up with his man Mace. We salute. We should salute him, man. We don't have to, like, when somebody gets something or moves forward, we don't have to shoot them down. We don't have to. You know, and please, I don't want any, I know everybody's in podcast mode and they're dope and I get it. But when we bring on our peers onto the show and us make them a spectacle sometimes, I don't know if that's okay. Just my opinion, man. I love y'all. Like, you know, and I know y'all get mad because I don't, New York City, I don't come on the podcast and I don't come and tell stories. And I don't want to say mad, but I know y'all question me on it or why don't I? You know, the people who have the podcast and I don't want to tell those stories no more. I want to patch up those relationships, which I've done 90% of them. Except Jay, but I can never be okay with Jay because Vanessa, and you know what he happened. Man, Jay, you get on my nerve. No, man, okay, stop. All right. You know, the snitching thing that's going around. Wow, Thug. See, this, it was like a rat rendezvous, right? It's like rat mania. But listen, New York City, listen, I don't know who I heard explained it good, and we're gonna get off the subject in a second, because I'm gonna get back to Chris Gotti in a second. What I heard of Thug or Young Thug, I mean, I get it. And maybe with 6ix9ine and all these situations in Gunna, I don't know if these people are actually street people living by the code. I don't know what the code is, if there is a code. I don't know. And maybe moving forward, it just should be, here and there, not here and there, but people are going to testify if they get into a tight situation. I think why Young Thug is having a hard time with this is because he was all over 6ix9ine when 6ix9ine was being called a rat. And, so I think. So I was going to play this Get At Me Dog, Irv Gotti, I Love You. New York City, I'm never doing a podcast, by the way. This is just me, one night only, telling a couple stories of my journey here at 7 o'clock. I have no problem with it. I think it's a great platform and a thing. I did think sometimes it turns into chatty patty situation and it turns into just a little awkward. Chris Gotti, I love you, man. I just feel, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, Chris. Listen, Chris, I don't know what your situation with Irv Gotti was before he passed. If everything was 100%, then you should absolutely be doing that. If you and Irv Gotti were not 100%, then you're going on those podcasts for a different reason. Now, back to Get At Me Dog with Syph Sounds played in the tunnel, and I'll give you some more Snake 1 and 2 stories shortly. I don't have any more.
What?
I don't have any. Shout to Snake 1, Snake 2, Snake 1, Snake 2, Snake 1, Snake 2. Yo, they hate that I gave them that label. It's the truth, though. New York City. When I used to when I used to play in the club with Red Alert, this was like, wow, California Club. That was it. New York City, nice and smooth, are unsung heroes of the game, man. They had so many records. Their shows were still amazing. I commend LL Cool J. That Rock the Bells channel is amazing. Media Co, don't get mad at me. I'm talking about something, but it's okay. We share these things. It's amazing. LL Cool J, you've done a wonderful job. I hear the thing what you do with the break beats and Greg Nice is amazing. I want to tell you something about all these records I'm playing. It's not that the music wasn't big, it was actually big. And the scene was big, right? Once a year, we had a concert that had 15,000 people. Before Summer Jam, a packed club was considered 1,000 people, sometimes 500. Rap music was only on Friday and Saturday night with Red Alert and Chuck Chill Out on Kiss FM, Marley Marl, Mr. Magic, shout to Chili Q, shout to Kevy Kev, Pete Rock, Clark Kent. They also had a show, In Control. Kid Capri was on the radio at the time on BLS. But New York City was ours. We didn't care if it was on the Grammys or whatever it might be. It was ours. And it was cool. It still is. I'm just giving you a point in time. So, for those of you who don't know these songs, the only thing I could tell you is how Wim Whammy comes on in a club now, these songs that I'm playing did the same thing. And I know I'm going to miss some names. I want to commend an Awesome 2 and Stretch Armstrong and Bobito. There's so many people that climbed that tree and pushed this thing forward before it got to Hot 97. And let me tell you something, no disrespect to the station, but Hot 97 played hip-hop out of desperation. Back then, they weren't fans of the music. They were getting ready to go out of business. And they had no ratings. And I was filling in for Red Alert at Kiss FM, and they gave me a call. And I felt like it was an opportunity to have my own show. And I came over for 2 hours from midnight to 2. And it was a failed 2 hours that nobody had done well in. But I came, I had a good time. But I must say that energy did change with Judy Ellis, Rick Cummings, the owner, Jeff Simone, who put me in this place. I know they also helped Nessa. And, I learned so much from different people here. Tracy Claudia, love you. Steve Spitz, rest in peace. I learned so much from Ebro. I learned so much from people, sometimes by just watching them. And I know, I'm just happy I'm here. It's our last 7 o'clock. But for some reason, I finessed the CEO into giving me 6 hours. I don't know how that happened. He actually he finessed me. Because he actually suggested, he says, let's go to 11 or something. Oh, okay. And this is my passion. I love it. And I will protect it. Because this is what I do. Some people take my protection as manipulation. No, I protect my time slot. I didn't hire Nessa here. I didn't hire Megan or whoever was here. I didn't hire Enuff. I didn't hire any of the morning shows that were here. No one consulted me beforehand. And something that I appreciate from everybody that's worked here and continues to work here? I love people's competitive passion for attention coming out the radio because it makes me better. With trends, what we used to play? We used to play at Cheetah Club.
Cheetah Club, yeah.
So New York City, I want to talk about my own team. Big Cap, he always used to listen to the Clue tapes, and he used to always say, this one's coming up, or songs that he liked. Yeah. And he would show that to me. But Cap's way of, he'd play them in front of me. And then I would go, well, what's that? And he would say, oh, don't worry about that, yo, or something like that. So my famous record to me for Big Cap, who passed away, I come to the tunnel early, it must be midnight, and he's playing the instrumental of Jay-Z, Ain't No. And I'm coming through the coat check, and I'm walking through the bar, and he didn't even throw the vocals in yet, and I'm watching people shaking their shoulders and moving around. I'm like, this is rumbling. I said, Cap, what's that? Jay-Z, yo. Okay. And it had no clean. There was no clean on the record. And Big Cap put me up on the record. I'm not one of those DJs that don't like to admit when somebody, I'm fine with that. I love when people share stuff with me. So, I forget now. Okay, there was no clean. So I get on the radio that Monday and say it was the biggest record in the tunnel, but I can't play the vocal because it's not a clean. Because it was the B-side of Dead Presidents. And Cap was playing, not the promo vinyl, he was playing the store vinyl, which had it on the other side. Irv Gotti comes the next night with a clean test press, only had one. New York, that ain't no, it was rumbling so crazy. Jay-Z had this city in such a frenzy. And let me tell you something about Jay, New York. He grinded from the bottom. Because it was Puff Daddy Town and Biggie Town. And I know Dame comes off as a little bit of a clown now. But he's not a clown. Not the guy that I knew back then. I never seen, while Puff was blazing, Dame Dash never said nothing negative about him. Never. He just was grinding, and they got into theirs, and man, congratulations to them. They did a lot. Shout to Mike Kaiser, Def Jam, Lior. You can never call Lior a vulture, Dame, because I don't want to be mean, but if Def Jam didn't pick y'all up, bruh, y'all would have been like, I don't know. I can't even compare TVT records.
Def Jam was it at the time.
Well, Def Jam wanted to compete with Puff in a polite way, and Jay-Z was a great intro to that. And if you notice, New York City, I'm telling stories, positive stories. Not putting anybody in any bad light. I know I called Dame a clown. I didn't mean that. I meant that, listen, Dame is older. He should be able to enjoy his life and whatever, and maybe he's not as sharp or whatever. He put in his time. But I was just telling you about a time. And I don't even know how I got to that subject, but it was a story. And I was talking about me and Trends playing in the Cheetah Club. So I used to come to see Trends. Trends is opening up, and Trends ain't playing nothing that I'm going to play. Right. And I'm like, man, he got this club rumbling. It was so dirty in there. He had the club rumbling. I used to have a good time. What was our guy from 106 in Park? AJ. Oh, man, talk about a partier. Shout out to my man Adam. Adam, what's going on? AJ, he'd come by the booth. He'd be in a good spirit. Shout out to my man AJ. But what made me talk about this song right here, and I know I'm skipping around with subjects, I was just talking about Nice and Smooth and how important their energy was. And I just want to play this, man. So once a year, Labor Day weekend, we will be doing a 7 p.m. celebration like this with nothing but hip-hop music. We take a break today from the monotony. And since this is my last show and I got an hour and 40 minutes left of my final 7 p.m. show, tomorrow I'll see you at 5 o'clock. Now listen, I'm going to catch this nice. Shout to the world famous Brucey B. Okay? Rooftop. Let's go. This is my last 7 o'clock show, so we playing nothing but hip-hop. Unfortunately, this is not what this station plays anymore, but we are in a zone what they used to play. Nine, what's cracking? I'm going to get to that. I got more Gangstar. I got to get to this Wu-Tang. I got to get to some Jay-Z. I got a lot of songs to get to. I'm going to do this once a year. Labor Day Monday, we're going to celebrate 7 o'clock. Tomorrow I start at 5. This is crazy. Oh, I got it, man. And Fez clean. Stop. All right, let's take this back to the... Yes. Okay, let's go. Ooh. When I was putting this on, Snake number 1 and Snake number 2 was in diapers. Dirty diapers. Something like this. New York City. I want to remember this story correct. DJ Premier, before this record came out, called me to come to D&D Studios. So D&D, Jay-Z worked there, KRS One, I did my album there, Premier did everything there, Boot Camp Click, and I don't know if Biggie did this there, but a lot of people worked there. And Premier, Biggie wasn't there, and he played me this song before it came out. And when it got to the last verse, I was concerned because I knew that what the next question was coming. So I like the song a lot. I'm trying to keep the conversation short and get to the door. And I think Premier looked at me and said, "Are you going to play it?" I said, yeah. And I was like, wow. But what ended up happening, of course, I think Big passed away first before the record, the record came, but I was like, wow. And this is a phenomenal song. I have no intention of doing a podcast. This was Madness, man. Oh, we had a rap show tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, New York. My first show at 5 o'clock. Snake 1, Snake 2.